some interesting conversations with our young learners, but a few things have changed. We have some new faces who are going to introduce themselves, and we are going to continue our conversation about the great Budo Junior School. And remember, we have a Pioneers Day celebration this 4th of July, and we are here to remind you of the great school so that on that day, you come in hundreds. John had introduced himself, but we're going to start from the far corner and we'll go around. Introduce ourselves, our names, what years, what Budo, what house. If you're at King's College as well, what color? No, it's the other way around, right?
Yeah.
Color, house, yes. What you do, if you don't mind sharing with us, and we'll jump into the conversation after that.
My name is Nampamba Lynn Irene. I was in Budo Junior from 1989 to 1995. Color yellow. I do business. Agency banking. I own my Bank of Uganda, thank you.
Yeah, you see yellow is in the house. I was in yellow as well. Charles Kabogoza. I joined Budo Junior School in P1 1990, and I left King's College Budo in Senior 6. In 2002, I was the deputy head prefect and the most humble student Budo has ever produced.
That's what I can tell.
Back to that.
Kusa Raymond is my name. I was in Budo 2002-2008. I was in Color Purple, my business development manager with Absa Bank.
Welcome.
Harry Wanga. Officially, my names are Henry Benjamin. Everyone calls me Harry.
Official.
Yes, officially. On the document. I was in Kavinja from 74 to 1980. I am an artist, and my stage name is Langfishman Wanga.
Wow.
Welcome.
My name is Moses Chinobe. I was in Kavinja, I joined Kavinja, Budo Junior School in 1979, P2, up to 84, and then continued to King's College Budo up to 6, 1991, April 91. I'm a practicing architect.
Color.
I was in greenhouse in Budo.
That's why it's from
I was in green, and in King's College I was in Ghana.
You didn't tell us what color you were.
Yes. Yes, I was in green, yes.
Purple is going to be outnumbered again, but okay.
My name is Julia Chigundu. I joined Kabinja from 1964 to 1970. I know some of you don't want to hear the name Kabinja. Budo Junior School, but it's all the same. I was in color grace. Sorry, I was in color green.
Yes. Green.
Of course. And I joined KCB 1971 to 1976. I was in Grace House.
Wow.
I retired from Stanbic Bank, and now I'm in flowers. Whoever is interested in orchids can contact me.
Orchids. Best flower ever.
Chris Luswata, Kabinja, 1968 to 74. I was in green. So as you can see, green. Kugama, two ways.
There's a problem here. There's a problem. Color purple is. There's a color not represented.
Blue, probably, yeah.
Yes,
So John
Yes, and I
was
am
in blue.
Yeah. I'm a retired chartered accountant, and I'm living. Let me put it that way. I do business and so on, but I'm very pleased to be here because I think Kavinja really formed us. So, and I look forward to the conversation.
Wonderful.
It made us what we are.
Yes.
Yeah. I know our viewers are like, wait, those are different faces from the ones that were earlier. So
Yes.
we have the now and then. So this group is the then. Some interesting conversations from the young learners we had earlier, telling us what it was like reporting for for P1, boarding school, different life, and what they went through or what went through their mind from what they remember on that day. Some had good memories, some were not so sad. We had the criers, those who didn't cry. So I want to throw back this question to some of you, especially, let me start with Julia. What it was like, because the different generations also kind of, the time you went there contributed to whether you're going to enjoy the school, depending on what season the country was in. Yes, because the ones who are there, we just call them plant kids. So I don't know what it was like for you that time.
It was good, I must say. That was 1964. When I got there, of course I wasn't used to boarding. That was my first time to sleep away from home. But we had a very nice, a darling matron called Juliana, namesake. Mama Juliana was so good. She was really receiving. She received us well. She would make us feel at home, especially bathing time, because some of us didn't know how to bathe ourselves. She would help us. She would teach us how to bathe. Really, I didn't feel bad when I got there. I got used. And as the years went by, the only thing that really struck me was when you'd be coming to Budo on Masaka Road, like 20 meters away from the turnoff, there was a post which had Budo first left.
Budo first left.
So whenever you'd look at it, the heart would go boom, knowing that now it's over. I have to go to school. I am not going back home. But otherwise, those first years I didn't find them bad.
Actually, in the 90s, it used to read posts ebikondo, and then you just know. Life has
The holiday has officially ended.
Yes, the holiday. Because you see, the moment you turn like this, you would see posts ebikondo, and of course you would see many of those things, and just know, you know what, holiday is done. Now it is life. We are going to hustle.
Serious time.
Yes.
Yeah. So long, what was it like your first day?
Very interesting.
P1. Was it P1?
P4.
P4. What?
Yes, I think it was traumatic. I came from Norman Godino, from day school, from basically being pampered and all that. So I get to school, and I went to term had already started. So when I went, I don't remember which teacher it was, but I think it was Mr. Kayo. Who and I think I had not tucked my shirt in or something like that. And he shouted at me. And I walked straight out of the gates and headed home.
I'm sorry, you walked up on the street?
Heading home. So on the way, Mr. Chigundu comes. I didn't know him. So the car stops. And very, fatherly like, he asked me, Oragawa. So I told him, Ngendaka. Why? I told him I don't want this place. Somebody shouted at me. Basically, I don't remember his exact, but he sat me in his car, took me to his house, gave me a cup of tea,
Oh dear.
and literally convinced me to stay.
Wow.
And the rest is history.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the rest is history.
Oh, wow. I guess to even have such resolve to walk out of the school at that age.
We used to have people who used to do that. Yeah.
You see Budo Junior then and how it is now, because now there's more people,
Yeah.
there's shops and whatnot. Then it was
bush.
evacuated. Yeah.
It was bush.
I'm thinking that should have been
between
scary.
the school
Yeah.
and the main road and beyond.
Yeah, but
Chenge, actually.
But I think it's something, even to date, if I feel uncomfortable about a place or anything, I will walk.
But by the way, you guys are talking about that it felt more isolated then and so on. But go to any village now. For me, I grew up in what I call semi-rural. Bunamwaya at that time was,
Yes.
it's now all built up.
Absolutely.
But when I grew up there, everywhere was banana plantations and so on. but you'd leave home and disappear for 5 hours and nobody would be worried. But today, when you talk about it with soul built up and so on, let your child even disappear for 30 minutes and say, hey, where is the child? So what I'm trying to say is it was actually much safer then. You walked and everybody would see that child is from Budo Junior. So the tendency was in uniform and so it was less dangerous actually is what I wanted to say. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think that's some. Oh my God.
I've told
Let me not
let
say
your child
it.
disappear for
You
30
never know.
minutes
Maybe
today.
Let me not say I wouldn't. You never know.
Yeah, no, you see, within the school community, because you're in a boarding school and there's activities, you forget about the outside world. But it was actually a bush, because all that neighborhood you see, there were forests, and actually in our season, in our times there, the only way you would get kind of like a leave is when we have no water on the school compound, and then we are asked particular classes to go to Nakati, where the school pump. No, Nakati down to go
My
and
time
push.
it was Nancy.
First time to
Nakati is different.
When the pump broke down and there was no water, the whole school would go to fetch water from Nansove. Moreover, in pails, metallic pails.
Nakati is just below.
You see now, Nakati was
is the other side.
is the other side. So for us in our time, we used to go to Nakati.
Okay.
And there was an old gentleman, of course, because it was a spring, so that's where the school pump used to be. So now, when the school pump breaks down, then it means that now there's no water at the dining. So now they can ask any class, they can say P5 and P6, you're going to fetch water this much to the dining. And of course, that is the only time you kind of feel, I have to get out of the campus. So you go with your bucket or your basin, pick water for the dining, and then also pick water for yourself. Now, for the lazy guys, you pay me, and I carry for you. You give me maybe tree top, or you give me biscuits, or you're going to do something for me. Then we butter trade.
Ammonia.
Ammonia. You mean that what was there even there? Interesting.
Especially during Kayas.
Hunger time.
Ammonia used to be a delicacy, and very few guys would get access. Because remember, we used to wake up at 4:30, 5 to go to pick those mangoes, and you store them in your suitcase. So now during the day, whoever is up to it, you say, now you are going to do for me this, and I give you ammonia. Or we are going. It was a currency then at the school, and of course that tree, I think it serves all generations. Every Kabinda.
Is it still there?
It's still there. The other tank.
Near the headmasters, near the headmasters, yes.
Exactly.
That tree, because it was the most fruitful tree. There were so many mangoes.
You would climb up.
No, they would fall.
They would fall.
Because they fall when they are ripe.
That's
Those
four
which
in the
ripen,
morning.
those which are ripen, you pick and go and store. Otherwise, there's no. You see, it
4
was
in the morning.
It was forbidden.
That's at night.
It was forbidden. It was forbidden to go to teachers' quarters or to be seen near those mango trees, even during the day, because teachers knew, of course, we are waiting for mangoes. So you have to find night time when no one can see you. Because at 6, it is time for trot, people have woken up. So the chances of the teacher finding you are high. So you have to look for 5 o'clock, 5:30. But you see, the later towards 6 you go, the higher chances that you miss out. So you have to brave the pitch, and then you pick, and it was a cost. It was the cost of getting that currency at that time.
Other people's fruits. Interesting to have that mindset at that age. I don't know. I had Kau, Kayasi. Was that the same?
So what was
in your
Kau?
time?
Yeah.
Like when you're broke.
Kauka.
Yeah, but what was the name in the different generations for that?
I'm
I
trying
think
to
for us
remember.
we used to call it Kidoba.
Okudoba.
Kidoba walituka.
Okudoba and so-
Okudoba. I remember that.
Yes.
So you have Kidoba, then Kau, then Kayasi, then
I think I was like Kau. Yes, I think.
You see,
Mama was there. I remember my younger sister would say, Kandove,
Tebanzijira.
Epako, Abampako, Mendoya, Abandoya.
Yes.
And come into a region. And that way,
Yes.
you were able to like blackmail somebody into giving you something. Yes, I mean you have to because
Time will tell. Yes.
Of course.
Everybody goes through that.
Yes, so you'd have grab for a certain period of time. But some people would have grab for longer. But
Actually,
yes.
I think
So you would have to beg. You have to do all sorts of things to be able to get. At times you have to be very friendly. Other times you have to do errands. Other times you really have to blackmail. You know,
blackmail.
your stuff will also get finished, and I will have, and you will not have. So you start those funny stories.
Song.
And when all that failed, and you wanted your parents to come, and you really badly wanted your parents to come, you can't write them letters and so on. You do some really like superstitious stuff. You go, what you do, you had to go under a tree.
Any tree.
But
No. Pick the leaf before it falls on the ground.
and you'll be lucky.
Nobody should see you. Get that leaf and put it under your pillow and wait.
ours was actually a little bit different. For us, we believed was that bird poos on your head. That is luck. Now, there used to be a certain P6 centers where there were these doves and stuff. We would go and literally sit, wait for that bloody thing to pop. And when it comes,
You'll be sure they will come.
you're very sure they're
Would
coming.
the luck come though?
You know-
Yes,
Oh, yes.
let me tell you.
Really?
I remember very specifically. One day, I was doing very badly. I think in P6. And I was very hungry at that moment. On a random Sunday, I think, I managed to grab a curry, put it under my pillow, and just, wait.
Just
I walked out of a dormitory, and my mother was watching.
I need to investigate this.
Even I was like in shock. So I said, no, I had to go and see your sisters in Nambingo. So I thought I'd pass.
pass by.
See, there was some logical
Wow.
explanation.
What a
Guys,
testimony.
You were talking about letters
Yes.
that you can't write.
Well,
For us in my times, we could.
Well, we could, but by the time the letter reaches,
Yes.
and,
You're
and
finished.
no
Get a response.
It wasn't taking long. It was an air mail. Those ones which you fold
Yeah,
and
then you seal.
And stamp.
The salary
I'll tell
Yes.
you. I'll
Of
tell you.
course. Why not?
Annabelle.
Let me say
Even the
something
stamp
about
was salary.
those letters.
So those letters,
Of course.
of course, you are telling your daddy, your mommy
Yeah,
to
well,
come,
very
and
good.
you even list down the grab you want.
yeah.
You know, but the English definitely had mistakes. Now, my father, being an educationist, when he comes, he would show you the
Oh,
letter.
the nuts and the mistakes.
Corrections, grammar should have been like this.
No.
Let's first get the grab, then we discuss the letter.
Hey.
Yes, Moses, want to say
Yes.
something?
So what would happen in hunger time or kawu time? You could not afford a stamp, no an envelope. You had to buy an envelope. You have to have a stamp.
A stamp.
So by the time you can buy an envelope and a stamp, you really are not broke. But
Yeah.
by the time you have to write, you are absolutely broke. So you have to be very, very creative. So you get a sheet of paper, then you get a yellow color or you get a pen, a blue pen and a red pen, and then you do the design of the envelope. And you go, there are those trees which had glue.
Hey.
You make a proper envelope.
Envelope.
Oh dear.
Then you've got to write the letter very well. If you are not good at writing, there are some professional letter writers
Hooray.
who would write for you.
And
Dear
you have to
but-
pay them.
Yes.
Especially
They're right on condition that
when the things come.
when things come,
When the
they are
things
the
come.
first ones to get.
Yes.
So whether you had a mommy and daddy, the letter would always start, "Dear mommy and daddy, how are you nowadays?"
Ah, true.
We see those for
We still, yes. So,
I'm working hard. Come to visit me on visiting day. When you come, bring sugar and milk. Blah, blah, blah. Your loving son, so and so, put flowers.
yes.
Yes.
You know,
Then, haven't talked about the stamp
mm,
because it is a stamp. So you'd get a used stamp and wash it clean.
mm.
Wouldn't it get ruined?
Careful.
Careful.
Carefully.
Yes.
This is a project. This is a serious project.
Annabelle,
Yes.
you sound like you did
Go back
this.
to the tree for the gum.
Then you get the gum. Then you take it there. Of course, you've written your return address, Budo Junior School, PO Box 15121, Shibuye.
Shibuye.
And it still
That's
is.
very creative.
It still
That's
is.
really-
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
You know, the element
boxes have
of
never changed, they're the same.
Kayasi, to be honest with you, some of us came to Budo Junior School just after the war. No, there was a tendency of parents. There was a tendency of parents taking kids to boarding school even in nursery because the times were a little bit.
I thought that trend started recently.
More
No.
recently.
Yeah.
Nursery.
Yes, because I went to.
We are here.
For me, it's like I'd gone to
Which year are
pre-Budo.
we talking about, of course?
Pre-Budo, because I remember
87.
87. I joined.
80s.
I went to my baby class. Baby class was, I think, 1980 something, 87. And they took us to Makonzi. And quite a number of us came from Makonzi to Budo Junior School in P1. But the lot of us that came to Makonzi, that's called in Bubende, were already hardened. For example, the art of survival. We used to attack teachers' gardens. We knew how to harvest bananas and to keep and reproduce. So somehow we were never broke. So we come to Budo. You see, the gardens in Makonzi were like kind of scattered and stuff. And what you come to Budo, and literally every teacher has a banana plantation. Somehow we knew what to do. Right from P1, we knew how to keep loaded and stocked. In fact, for me, my hardest time was about P3 when I realized that actually what I was doing was not right. Before, that was normal. It was the normal way of what? Living. And there's a time they called us Batu Kubemigo. I'm like, why? I mean, the bananas are there. Why are you stopping us?
But let me ask, how would you get the bananas? You know, they're high up there.
You're tiny, you can climb.
Somehow we would pull it down.
It was a team effort.
Hey.
Let me give an example.
This team
For me,
effort, huh?
for me there were two experiences in the early 90s because I left Budo Junior 1993 P7. Now we used to play football near the old gate. There was that
The netbook is
yeah. So we used to, when you're leaving home, you park UHT parks. When your parents bring milk at home, you tell the maid, please just put a small hole so that it is not big. So that I pack like 50 of those sachets below the suitcase, because when you go, the house mothers are checking what you've brought. So what you do, you first put all those football sachets, those milk sachets below.
Yes.
And then you put a newspaper and then put your clothes. Now that was your capital because you used to play football using, so to contribute to his point of team effort is that we used to go to the dining hall to steal fire.
True.
So Mr. Segane would be the one on duty looking after the beans and posho. And so you wait until about 3 when all other cooks have gone away, the other ladies have gone away, and there's only 1 or 2 cooks just trying to take care of the dining. So you distract them So you enter as if you're going to take drinking water.
Yeah.
So when you go the other side to take drinking water, Mr. Segane chases you. When he's chasing you, then for me, we have already agreed that you see those pieces of firewood, you're going to pick the one which is in the middle. When you steal it from here up to here. Kabogoza will pick it from there, Annabelle will take it, then so you're a relay of people.
It's a team.
It's a team. Now, if you have not participated,
At what age?
we are in P5, P6. P5, P6. Because P7 now you're playing on the school team. You have those better. So, but P4, P5, and P6. We used to make those small balls, and then of course the only way you can preserve it is you first put a polythene bag around. You just get pieces of paper, and then you keep rolling it until it is just well round. Now, those who never participated in making that ball, you would not play.
You don't play.
And yet you want to play.
How many people does it need to make a ball?
As many as
No, you
possible.
see, the point, I think the point is the fire.
Getting
The
fire.
fire is very important.
Because you have to keep turning. You have to keep
Hey,
turning.
Captain. Ngawokubako.
Well, yeah.
Pa.
And it's
Hey. Ay.
and they're very spherical, very spherical balls.
Yes.
And you're working with that thing is kind of rectangular. That you
It is
usually
Yes.
the dairy corporation.
Yes.
Burnt?
Yes.
No, you'll get burnt, but you see, the motivation was that leisure time, we, in our years, we didn't have much. It was football maybe, that used to keep us alive. And because you used to form teams, you could form teams, and that competition would run even to dormitories. You could find that, say, Semugoma, they form 4 teams, then other teams. So it was a good, pastime event. So if you don't have those sachets, the fresh dairy, it's going to be difficult because no parent would carry those things.
Oh my God.
So you had to collect them during holiday and bring them at school.
So you went for your holidays with an assignment
Yes.
to keep.
Because it was part of your currency, social capital. You see, survival in boarding school required
Did you
you
think
required
about
that you
social
had
capital
a
in primary
team.
school?
Yeah.
You had a team of people to do life together. Because I remember to explain his example of Kau. We had a guy called Jondo. Jondo had a wooden suitcase, and he used to have very nice, above average grab. For example, if you're talking, above average. For example, you see House of Manji, and if somebody maybe has something like digestive, digestive is a bit different from House of Manji. So John Du had those kind of differences, and he used to be hard on sharing. So in our P7, he made a mistake because he used to go for showering. So I think he was in a rush to go and bathe, and he forgot to lock. And I was part of the people who were in the dormitory, Chigundu, in the dormitory. And so I don't remember who alerted us that the safe is open. It took us about 5 minutes to empty it. And then after emptying it, we all ran out of the dormitory. So the guy came back, his grab is gone, and he went to the HP then. Our HP in our year was Hudson Sechimpi. So Mr. Hudson Sechimpi, of course, tries to inquire, and of course we have all run away because you're going to be beaten seriously. So they try to do investigations, but there's no one to earmark. So they collected all the P7s, and we were beaten.
Oh.
We were can't to tell who actually, and
For
we,
corporal
Whether
punishment
innocent
was
or not.
yeah, but
You were never innocent.
actually, for me, I don't remember who stole, because actually for me I ran out because I was a coward.
collective responsibility.
But I don't remember who stole that grab, but they celebrated because
But you participated.
no, for me I didn't participate. I ran out. I was a coward because remember, guys, we
I
were
thought
running
you
out.
told us you are one of those who.
I was there because you see when you leave class,
watching.
when you leave class, you go to change from uniform to your wear. So evening, and then people are going for sports and that kind of. So as you're changing your clothes, others are going to bathe, others are going for soccer. Now for me, I was just on my bed.
But it was not uncommon to have collective punishments.
Yeah.
Because normally when there's noise in the house or whatever, nobody's going to put up their hand. So
Or report to
always
their
it started with they'll pick whoever they think is most notorious or the one who looks the softest. They start with that one. Once he's been caned a bit, we used to call it okuwanjaga. You had to tell. So some people were harder, they would refuse to tell.
Solid.
But yeah,
The heart of
but
solidarity.
most people were actually, normally you end up telling who the
I
culprits
remember
were.
an incident. I don't know. I think it was Speak English, Please, or something like that.
Yes.
In the
Chicks.
main hall, one of the guys, my class, I don't remember his name, but it was one of those very hardcore. Maso for his sticks. So they gave him over 10. So he got up and walked away like.
Swagger says they cheered.
They called him
Back.
Another 20.
The teachers in Budo Junior, teachers in Kabinja, who used to send us to pick for them food, were my favorite.
But Kawagoza,
I always made sure.
you sent yourself.
No, I will know what kind of dish Mr. Masiruka has. I know what kind of dish Mr. Kato has. So today I've come, I would always craft a copy of those dishes.
Really?
Yes. So you go, and for some reason we were never caught. I don't know how, you go with two dishes and we would always target those teachers with a lot of kids. So Baba Teka Makawunga, it has to really what? Mr. Marasoka, you go. But nobody could ever tell on you.
What would happen if you say, I've picked food for Mr. Maseroka and family, and then he actually also goes to pick
For
food?
them, they used to think, I know Mululu.
What was this thing about picking food actually? I'm not
No, so
understanding.
I think sometimes
What was
Where
picking?
would you have gotten the dishes
What?
from?